So Mitch McConnell has been in the hospital for more than 3 weeks now, and somehow we still don't know why. I mean, I think we know why, but they haven't announced why. His office has said that he's improving. Several Republicans, including people who say they've spoken with him recently, say that he's engaged, he's talking politics, and looking forward to getting back to work. And, that's genuinely good to hear. We don't wish any ill will on Mitch personally. But here's my question. If he's well enough to have conversations, why is the public still getting so few answers about why one of the most powerful senators in America has been hospitalized for a week? CNN's face, I guess you can call him that, Scott Jennings, said, I spoke to my old friend Mitch McConnell this morning, the senior. He's still recovering in the hospital. We talked for just shy of 20 minutes about Iran. I don't know how you capitalize this. Iran, Ukraine, the unfolding situation in Maine, and my visit to the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library. Good Lord, what a boring conversation. And even a little bit of Senate history. I told him we want to see him back at work as soon as possible. There was no reports on what Mitch said back, if anything.
This is a pure lie.
For sure a lie? You 100%?
Oh, this is 100% a lie. This did not happen.
Okay.
You might have talked to him, but Mitch ain't respond to you. You might have said all these things, but he didn't say them back to you.
I can guarantee he didn't even show up to that hospital room. Not at all.
They had that phone sitting up by the ear. But honestly, look, Mitch, he's been out of politics since Trump's second term's kind of begun. If he announced he's retiring tomorrow, would that actually change anything? For years, he was the top Republican in the Senate, outmaneuvering Democrats over and over again. He held Obama's Supreme Court seat hostage for about 293 days. So love him or hate him, he knows how to play the game. But Trump is back, and the MAGA movement now dominates Republican politics. So it's hard to say, but Mitch might not be really needed anymore. What's your reaction to Mitch's apparent decline and their tepid response onto why he is not around anymore?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. I don't understand. A part of me is like, well, I know we've seen Mitch fall out multiple times. Like, we know that he's not there in full health.
Fall out? Why would you say that? Fall,
we saw it multiple times.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, I don't understand why we're getting the weekend at Bernie's treatment, because, like, if Mitch were to no longer be with us, like, then everything falls into, like, what the governor of Kentucky, like, then they would decide who's going to be the interim, and, like, in his absence, like, it's still going to be a Republican. So, like, there's no benefit to him not being there or here. So, like, I don't understand the lies. Like, you guys are still going to be winning, whether he's there physically or not. Like, you're still going to appoint a Republican in there. So, like, what's the I don't get it. Like, what are we hiding?
Maybe they're not as certain in the Republican that they want to put into that position. Can they win multiple times? Look, Mitch was in that seat for what, 40, 50 years? Like, close to it. Like, you have to find, I guess, someone who's strong enough to keep that seat. And maybe they haven't identified that person yet. Ty, we've talked about Mitch McConnell here being Obama's kind of chief nemesis for a long time.
Trump could never.
How do you feel about the way he's been sidelined for so long? And do you think that, the Republicans are going to kind of miss him in any sort of way?
No, they won't miss him. I think this is just this generation of politicians and judges, specifically senators and Supreme Court people, hold on to power way beyond their expiration date. And they're literally clinging on to life in these seats. They oftentimes are shown on camera looking as if they don't even know where they are. Passing out on camera. This is actually extremely embarrassing. They need term. The only thing this is showing is that they need term limits for these people. Like, you should not be able to continue Like what decisions for his people is Mitch making right now? Who is he helping in his current position? Like, just go ahead and be old. Your time is up. You know, I'm not hoping that he dies, but like have some time of your life in retirement dedicated to maybe spending some of the money you've stolen over the years. All the things. Like just be done with this scene. We're done with Mr. McConnell. I think his time is up. Go ahead and do what you got to do to elect somebody else. Whether that be Republican or Democrat, they need somebody else. He's finished.
Eric, any words from Mitch McConnell on the way out?
I mean, the other day when you called me and told me about him, I was looking forward to coming on here and saying R.I.P. to him, rest in peace, because he been dealing with my nerves for 20 plus years, bro. He terrible, so I don't care nothing about him.
At Danny Mans had a nice tweet that I wanted to highlight. Mitch McConnell is actually the best metaphor and representation of America and our political system. He spent almost a century making the world a better place for only himself and his friends, married an immigrant while working tirelessly against other immigrants, manipulated the system to increase his power only to be usurped and made impotent by someone even more unethical, unscrupulous, and power hungry. Then when the system is finally done with him, they keep his dead body on life support just to use him for one more power move until finally allowing him sweet, sweet death while his wife flees the country and his children go into hiding. And when it's all said and done, he'll be best remembered for a meme that made him into a turtle, America.
I don't think that was necessary.
That's a nice obituary.
That was beautiful. that was beautiful.
I think we go too far with these things. Like this,
that should be his obituary.
I thought it was poetic.
That was beautiful.
I mean, I don't know that I'd say beautiful. I
poetic.
That I'm sure many share, but I don't know. I just feel like when people are dying and laid up and whether they were a dirtbag or not, and we can all agree that Mitch McConnell isn't the best of the best. I mean, just go ahead and let these people die in peace. I mean, I just want him to be out of the way in politics. I don't necessarily need his life to be wrapped up.
You don't need any retribution.
No, I don't need that. I want, this is our fault though. Like, we need to put things in place so that these things don't happen, and we just don't. Like, they kept voting him in for what reason? Like, what was he doing that was helpful? I mean,
it's up in Kentucky.
Yeah. How about that was Kentucky?
Yeah. Mitch McConnell got his own little section in hell, right next to Charlie Kirk and the rest.
He's not there yet. Reportedly, he's not there yet.